Hello. Okay. Okay, so starting with the previous follow-up, which we were working on optimizing CSS bundle for the Bootstrap, and we achieved some of the compression, wherein we were able to like compress the CSS from 220 or 30 to around like 20 KB. So in this like stream, we'll try to compress the JavaScript. So in the last video, we tried going with uh, started experimenting with the Webpack, but we are not able to get the compression that we were looking for. So uh, even after like selecting the specific models from the Bootstrap, it's still the entire JavaScript size is still the same. It's not like compressing more that we are expecting. So let's give it a quick overview of what we are getting. Even if we completely disable the Bootstrap drop down, what we are getting is let's say we run npm run build. This will give us the best metrics of like what we have so far. Okay, so interesting. So we are getting the main JS is around 1.39 KB, but in our metrics, like we were getting, because we have completely disabled the Bootstrap. But when we only enable the drop downs, and when we try to run the build again, it will show the exact same numbers as we were seeing in here without any optimization. So okay, as you can see, we are still getting like 80 KB. So now let's figure out what we can do to optimize these numbers. So starting with, let's try to do a little bit R&D on how we can debug this with ChatGPT. Okay, and starting with the Webpack bundle size with Bootstrap 5. Okay, so tree shaking is something we have to enable and everything. Yep, we are selecting these correctly. We are already optimized the CSS. Now, is there any specific? Okay, we can use the cursor as a minimizer. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, so in one of our previous streams, we discussed about the cursor. This is basically like JavaScript compressor that we can use to compress the JavaScript and so on, and we can use that as well. So that is what the recommendation we are getting in here. And cursor is minifier for the JavaScript. Let's give it a try. And tree checking, include tree checking. Okay, let's try to dig into the Webpack configurations. Okay, in here, is there anything related to like tree shaking? Yes. Okay. Okay, a date code elimination, that is something we are looking for. And how do we enable this? Use export. So in the optimization, we can use these ones. Okay, so basically we'll need to update the Webpack config to change the mode and everything. Okay, let's see if we have anything like that in our config. we do have the mode, then we have the modules, and I don't like we do not have any optimizations going on, so that could be the reason we are still getting the same file size like 80 KB even after doing the optimization. So what we'll do is let's try to enable like by going with the uh, official docs in the webpack and see if that works. Okay. It's compiling. Okay, no improvements. We are still seeing 80 KB. Okay. What if we make this to like production? Is that going to make any change? Okay. Nope. We're still like 80 KB. Let's try the Cursor plugin that ChatGPT is recommending. Bootstrap customization we already did. Load code splitting, separate bundles for part of your application. It is another minification. Okay, lazy loading. Okay. So what we can do here? Let's try the Cursor plugin for the Webpack. And we are installing everything in the okay. Now the plugin is installed. We can configure that under the optimization, so that comes under models plugins, and after that under the optimization minimizer. I do not expect this to be worked like because it's just like optimization, but anyway, let's give it a try. Okay, this will be the development, and let's copy paste this entire block. Okay, and we have to do the Cursor plugin import as well. Okay, that is done. Okay, let's give it another try. Oops. Still no improvements. It's still around like 80 KB. Okay, it's not working in here. Like, what can we do to improve? Because the popper JS is only 1 KB and we only want the drop downs in here. So why it's going at like making it 80 KB? Let's try to figure out. Import boot drop down from the Bootstrap, and let's comment that out as well. Okay, build mode production, it's still there, it's still not working. What we're going to do is let's share our configuration with ChatGPT, and yes. Appears to be set up for the development. If you want to deploy application to production, you may want to consider production configuration. Okay, the mode is already set to the production while we do the build. Now the issue is the JS bundle is not compressing. You can troubleshoot the issue. Okay. No, this is not working. Hmm. A purge CSS is also there. The pack version company ensure that compatible. Okay, cache busting. If you have previously built your project without modification, your browser may, but you're still seeing that anyway. What we'll do, like, let's try to do the same with weight, so that just see what metrics, if we are getting any different metrics in the weight by just updating the JavaScript file and disabling the entire import and replacing it with the only components import. Okay, in here, let's copy this and replace with this one, and I know, let's try npm build with width and oops, npm build. Are we going to get any updated metrics? Nope. I guess that is how it will work. It is not working. Like, what we can do, tree shaking is use exports. Set the mode development to make sure bundle is not minified. Yeah, in the that is done. That in place. Okay. No. Mark file side by side 300% EMS model. Reshaking side effects. Minifying the output. Yeah, this will be automatically done since we are running that. Okay, in the Bootstrap docs, let's give another view. So what they're saying is we already have set up this one, and then we are doing the import and everything. Now over here, what they're saying, you can also import JavaScript plugins individually. I need to keep the bundle sizes down. Now when I do this one, it doesn't work as expected. The webpack, and then let's go into the main.js and let's refresh this one. Remove unused statement. Okay, npm build. So this will include an entire Bootstrap plugins, but we only want the drop down, so which is not working. Yeah, the same size here. Now what they're saying is you can also import JavaScript plugins individually, as you need to keep the bundle size down. Read our JavaScript docs. Okay, individual or compiled. The plugins can be included individually. Bootstrap dist closer at once, or the minified as well. If you use a bundler, webpack, parcel, or bit, you can use this JS files. Okay. Okay. We provide a Bootstrap built as a ESM, which allows Bootstrap models to browse. Okay, so they're using the ESM imports here compared to the JS bundler, using ESM instead of this. Star as a popper from popper JS4. This is another. However, this is further complicated by a popper JS, which imports. Nope. Okay, data attribution selector. jQuery disable JavaScript. Bootstrap doesn't have special fallback when JavaScript disable. If you care about the user experience, use no script tag. Okay. So in here we are unable to get this working. Let's try the uh, or try importing only toast from Bootstrap and try to see if it does anything in here. Are we going to get any improved metrics? Nope, it's not working. Why it's not working? It's very strange because even if selecting the specific model, it's still not working. Let's try this one as well, just to be sure. Is it going to work? Cannot resolve import statement. Okay, I think we are going to get an error. Yeah. What we can do? Bootstrap. No, no, it's not working. Okay, what about we just comment out this additional script that we have and try it again. Okay, it's 78, but it's still not what we are expecting. So still about, it's still the same. There's no difference. 9JS in here, let's say there is drop down. Yeah, it's not excluding the JavaScript for some reason. Okay, let's check our config and let's feed this one to the Bootstrap as ChatGPT as well and see what it has to say. It's contribution. The bundle size still includes all the JS plugins, all the Bootstrap plugins. Let's try that as well. Import statements are correct. Ensure that Webpack configuration has tree shaking enabled. In modern Webpack version, tree shaking typically enabled by the default. Use ES models, bundler analyzer, update Bootstrap. Okay, that's we are already doing. Very strange. Let's try to solve this. npm run express. This should open server at port 3000, and in here what we are looking for is the bundle size. Is it any different, or it's still the same 81 KB? Okay, what is wrong in here? Tree shaking. Okay, rewrite the webpack config with correct settings, please. Okay, certainly as a webpack configuration with correct settings to ensure proper tree shaking and optimization bundle size. This configuration assumes you are using Bootstrap 5, okay, and supports ES model. CSS minimizer, this is another plugin that we'll have to install. We are already using this, already installed this. Set to the production, this will be set when we are running the build, output main.js and everything. Is it matching our configuration? Yes. Then plugins, we have HTML, mini CSS extractions, and HTML web like yeah, that is also already enabled. Mini CSS file name styles of CSS, this is fine. Don't want to change the file name. Purge CSS is something that we are using. Then in the modules we have rules, SCSS, CSS loader. Do we need this one? I don't think so, but anyway we'll keep that. Minimize is equal to true is something which we are already doing. Cursor and the CSS minimizer plugin. Okay, so let's try installing this as well. Okay, and then let's enable that as well. CSS minimizer, if this doesn't work, okay, we need to do the import as well. Okay, let's give it a try. Oops, not this one. I want to run the npm run build, which is going to build on the production mode. It's taking time. Okay, still the same. It's not reducing the size. Not working. Let's cross check our main.js. Now we're only importing the toast. Okay, so check for errors. There are no errors. They're asking if we can separate. Okay, what if I just disable the CSS compiler? I don't want the CSS model, and then let's say I don't want the purge CSS as well. Let's comment this out for a moment, and let's do the production here as well. Let's see if that could be the reason. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, it's still not working. Minimize name main one related asset. No. Why it's not working? Even in the width, this is also not working. What we can do? Let's delete the build and try again. No, it's not working. Why it's not working? Let's try to figure out. Let's enable everything. Import stores from the Bootstrap, and it doesn't work. What if I do something like that? I don't think it's going to make any improvements. Let's keep code. Let's say only on the pop power build. 80 KB still strange. It did not include the CSS. Okay, I have it commented out. Okay, 21.5. This is what we are already getting. The CSS size is now a bit smaller since we are using minification. Compared to emit. Okay, I think we need to fall back to Google now. Let's go to further optimize. Check for third-party dependency, code splitting, lazy loading, webpack analyze tool. Okay, let's give it a try. Bundler analyzer. And let's enable that as well. Webpack.config under it, webpack here, plugins. Then we are going to need to add the bundler plugin at the bottom. Let's run it. Okay. Main.js 58 modules, and it's still the same. And how do I Stat size 204 KB. How do I minimize this? gzip size 23.14 KB. Okay. And over here, I don't think this is any helpful. Okay, whites. Let's remove that. We don't want the bundler analyzer. It's not working. The dist output that we are getting is still includes the JavaScript for model and everything, which is not right because we are only selecting the toast and we don't want anything model. Yes, model pop-up, model open. Yeah, still has the unwanted script. So how can we remove that? Okay, index.js is something else. Packet.js. How about we do something like it could be not sure. Okay, no improvements. Okay, let's do check out the Bootstrap template then. We'll search for Bootstrap and it is going to be Twitter Bootstrap. Under it, we should find out the starter templates, and I want the webpack one just to check. Samples, webpack, functional examples. Okay. View, wait, webpack, React. Okay. SAS and JavaScript. What we are looking for this one. So what I'll do, like I'll just check this out and see if this works. Okay, we have code. Let's switch into webpack. Then do the npm install. What they're doing here. Okay, autoprefixer HTML webpack plugin. Nothing fancy here. And how their package.json looks like. Pixel dependencies and HTML webpack plugin. Okay. Okay, interesting. So in the power, so in their main.js, they're only using the power, and let's try to see what metrics we are getting in here. Okay, npm run build. And it's way too large than what we are getting. Into the main.js. Open models to a 2. Okay, imitate 281 main.js. Okay, I got it. What's the issue here? So basically, they're not using the CSS minification that we are using. So for example, if we go and copy this one, extract CSS. Okay, let's install that as well. And then we want this loader to be applied in the models. Okay, now it should have like separate file. Did we register the plugin? No. Forgot. Let's register the plugin as well. And there we go. Oh, it's still the same. The size of the JavaScript is still the same. So I guess we are why it's not working even in their official docs example. Okay, when I go to the CDN like CDN.js or JS deliver, in there what I want to search for Bootstrap and check what is the bundle size. Okay, in here let's go into the files, JavaScript distribution, JavaScript JS, and Window.js bundle.min. Okay, let's see what is the size of this bundle. Is it the same that we are getting or is it different? It's 25 KB and this includes, I believe, model and everything. So this is what we're getting. So now when we run our server in here, let's say Express, I want to enable the gzip as well so that we'll get more production realistic number. Okay, we have to install the compression and use that compression. That's it. Let's give it this one try. So I believe this should work, but still yeah, this will be on the production kind of, because we want to use this on the server. Then index.js, we are going to import it and then enable the compression over here after we initiate the Express application. Okay, over here can do the import like so, and let's try the server and excludes the old one, and let's ensure that we have the latest build as well. In here we have selected, I think, toast as, yeah, popover, but in order to our page to work, it requires the drop down model as well. So if after we serve this, if the drop down model works, that means there is some issue with this. If it doesn't work, then this is working. We just need to work on the gzip compression. Okay, we are getting the 80 KB in here. We have server already running on it, on which we have enabled the compression. So let's give it a try. Okay. Now if we inspect the bundles, let's see what the JavaScript size we are getting. Okay, it's now 24 KB and the CSS is 5.6 KB. Wonderful. And the issue is still there, is like we haven't selected the drop down from in the import, but it's still working. Very strange. So that is an issue. After enabling the compression, it's compressing the files and everything, but we never installed everything, but it still works. Let's Google Webpack build Bootstrap including all plugins. Is there any issues? Extract Bootstrap pack plugin. Mm, by the way, we have one more like better metric. So without compression, we were getting around like 20 kb for the CSS. With the compression, we are now at 5.6 kb. So it is like we went from 227 kb to 5.6 kb. Cool. We still have to figure out the JavaScript, still including everything. So if we do the lighthouse test in here, okay, and let's see if we are getting any performance related issues. Okay, document do not have meta tags. Yes. Anyway, I'm running this on locally, so I do not say anything over here. What if I just disable the compression? We do not want to use the compression, and let's run the server again, and also we can disable the minification, but let's keep it for now. Okay, enable text compression, reduce the unused JavaScript. Let's say 80 kb. Still wondering how it's going from 80 to 20 kb just by using compression. Reduce unused JavaScript and defer loading scripts until they are required to decrease. Okay. By the way, I'm running this locally, so these metrics may not be correct. After this, we are not getting any errors. Critical chain requests below so that your resources load it. Consider reducing lengths of the chain. 7.5 milliseconds to load. Keep request count as low. Okay. What if we just disable all the compression and what metrics we are getting? I do not want any optimization. I do not want any CSS minification or removing the unused CSS, and let's try to build on that. Are we going to get any errors? Okay, let's refresh, create a new report, analyze. One of the better way to test this would be like deploying this on a server and then trying it, because yeah, like even after having entire thing open, it's still giving me the same results. How about disable the compression? Okay, so all optimizations disabled. We are just serving the server. It is still like a local page, and there is not much of content on this. Now we do have the warnings like unused CSS and the JavaScript. Text compression is not enabled. CSS size is 114. JavaScript size is like 84, 130 and 84. So basically using just compression like and optimizes a lot of things. So what we are going to do is revert all these optimizations that we did, and I think that's it. These are the much optimizations we can do. Okay, let's run the build again. It's strange that just including single plugin in it imports entire Bootstrap. So this is definitely not working. We need to do something about it. All Bootstrap plugins. Do we have anything on Stack Overflow? Okay. Is there anything going on the Twitter Bootstrap for JavaScript imports related issues? It's definitely not working, or is that intent to be working how it is? So let's search for anything related to the plugin. Tree shaking not working. Yep. Oh, looks like it's kind of issue. Tree shaking. You can play only after. Okay. When this was created, December 2022. Mm, do we have anything else in here? Profile, okay, bring in Bootstrap class. Deselect reshaping is not working. Causal lazy loading, multi-level drop-down menu. This is way too old. Let's see what people are discussing on here. I search for the duplicate issues. I have validated the HTML. Okay, yeah, same issue. We are including this and this. Okay, you should import the individual component from the dist.js folder or try newly added index.csm.js file. Ensure how we can improve this. Any suggestions? Welcome. Interesting. So this is the reason. This could be the reason. I think it's not working. So index.esm is the problem, as you can declare the package.json index.file models. Blah blah blah. I ran into this. Okay, we have something really important here. When importing Bootstrap JS components directly, the functionality doesn't fully work, but no errors are shown. Bootstrap depended on the jQuery. Interesting. So node models by the loader, but b blah blah blah. Asset optimization is something they are doing. Interesting. Tree shaking is not working. I can agree with that. Let's port that. You should import the individual component from dist.js. Okay, let's give it a try. So we just want the bootstrap here, drop down. So what we'll do, bootstrap /dist/js/ drop down. Is there anything? Or I don't see anything in here. So what they're saying is index.esm. Okay. JS and try the ESM model. Let's give it a try. Now we run the build. Nope, it's not working. And at least go there. Yes, it is. What this guy is saying. Let's close this one. You should import individual newly added index.esm.js this JS folder or try newly added. So how do I grab the individual in? Let's go into the dist folder here. We have the JavaScript and okay, then we do not have anything. So or go into here. Okay, let's go into the Bootstrap, then go into the JS and then go into the index.esm. Let's give it a try. No, it's not working. what's going on. Index.html is the problem, as you can declare in the a created domain here with the detail. Okay, let's read this one as well. Bootstrap tree shaking issue. Bundle size without tree shaking. Bundle size with tree shaking. You'll get different sizes in the final bundle. Okay, what you are doing here? Fixed one. Okay. So I think it's a bug in the Bootstrap itself. This approach has been implemented in testing Bootstrap Italia, the official library of Italian government. Okay. Interesting. Bootstrap Italia. What is they're doing here? Okay, let's not get distracted. So there is still an issue. How we can fix this? Maybe related to using Babel plus DNV. This approach has also been implemented as well. Okay. Also created the PR to fix this problem. I think if you're okay, please review and be happy. Okay. Where is the PR? It's currently open PR. Fixes the bug. Thanks for the PR. We aren't looking to it, but could you please remove the modifications in this case? It's going to be generated. Okay. Chances are this is not needed at all. We shipped index search is same after 5.3 alpha 1. Doesn't this work out for you? Sure, just remove the forced update. Using a setting, it should be enough. You try with specifying Bootstrap JS src index.js. What is there? Let's do that as well, like JS, then individually import. Okay, the color changed. So let's see. Yes, it worked. Now we are down to 35 KB from 80 KB. Nice. Okay, let's try to minimize that as well. Okay, in here we were trying the okay, so I think we do have quite good PRs to open to the Bootstrap docs. Anyway, let's go back in here. We are saying like 35 KB after the modifications, and then let's run the express and see what we are getting on the compression as well. So yeah, the compression is enabled and we are we have everything enabled. Let's give it a try. The server is running at 3000. And if we look into it and the network, now the main.js is 13 KB. Interesting. Okay, so this is what we are getting now. So let's update into our tracker. So after the it should be over here. SAS optimization plus JS optimization plus minification. Should we include the minification? Yes, let's do that since we were. Oh, what? Let's do only first. We do not want the minification from the start. Let's do disable that. I want only metrics for the JavaScript first. Then we can redo the same for okay, we're getting 20. KB, and then the JavaScript is 38.5. Yes. Okay. Now I think we need to remove this because there are not much of difference in this. Okay. And we'll say let's change the labels as well, like so. That we want pricing page bootstrap example. Okay, bootstrap example. Then we are going to say base no optimizations. Okay, then we are going to add the SAS optimizations. After that, this is going to be combined with SAS with CSS. Then we are going to combine with SAS and JavaScript. Okay, here you go. Now finally JS optimization. There is one more row we'll need after this, minification. And these metrics will be based on our this minification configurations. Okay, so let's run that as well. Okay, under minifications, what we are looking at, CSS 21.5 KB, do see some improvements, and strangely this one increased. Don't know why. Okay, and finally all of this with compression. Compression, and what we are looking at are these numbers, like main.css, which is 5.6 KB, and then the JavaScript is 13.5 KB. Okay, wonderful achievement here. So let's grab the same number for, let's round this in the bracket. Oops. So we started with 227 and came back to 5.6. Started with 80, came down to like 13.5. Amazing. Okay, now we have to update the build docs as well, and this bundler examples into the Bootstrap docs as well. Okay, so bundler examples. Okay, so this is going to be our slide. Like there are going to be more than one PRs to Bootstrap, but for now this is what we have. Let's try to mimic same optimizations in other bundlers as well, but for today we'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow for the parcel and weight, and possibly try to work on the PRs as well. Okay, let's commit this and push our updates to the Git. Okay, what changes we made in here? Like we enabled CSS minification, JavaScript minification using Cursor and CSS minimizer plugins for the Webpack. Along with that, we modified our server as well. So let me undo the changes for the weight for now, because we are going to touch that tomorrow. Also, we changed the import statements like how we were doing those earlier, and some minor refactors in here. We also started using the compression on the Express.js and install some of these packages: compression, Cursor, and CSS minimizer. And that's it. Okay, so wonderful achievements, and we are going to stop for today here. We'll continue tomorrow with the parcel and beta as well, and looking to get similar numbers in here as well. And after that, we'll look into the PRs. So